positions right now. We've got $71,000 of allocations coming to you live from Southern California. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Guys, we have rebranded from How to Trade AI to now Fade.Market. This is our new brand, and I'll explain exactly why. Our strategy is called the Fade strategy. This is a proven strategy. This is one of the most researched trading strategies in the world. And you can see how effective this fade strategy is. It's essentially trading an extended move in the same way you go on Poly Market to get bets. You're now gonna go on Fade Market to get fades. And that's exactly what this is. This is our new brand name. What do you guys think about the new brand name? Fade.Market. Let me know in the chat, in the comments below. I see we have Roger and Bella and Stephanie on the live stream. Good to have you guys. How do we have girls on the live stream today? That's funny. I guess it's because that's TikTok. So Fade.Market's our new brand. We're inside of these live trades. I think I'm gonna start cutting position here. Let's take some profits off the table for SMH. Let's reduce from 62,000 to a little bit less than that. I wish I would have gotten a better entry with SMH, but hey, look, it is what it is. Let's go look at if we can potentially get this take profit lowered. Let's take a little bit of profits off the table. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's just reduce this position size slightly because so far so good. Who do we have on the live stream, guys? Fade.Market. Should we reduce? I think we should reduce SMH. There's a potential we see another push down, but look at that 5 minute. It looks so good. Let's hold for another 5 minutes because the 5 minute candle looks super bullish. So I think we'll see another push up here for SMH. And this is exactly what we were waiting for. We were waiting for this after FOMC meeting dump as we planned it out. And now we're getting the push back up, which is awesome. There's a little bit of a fake out to close. It looked like it was gonna move up and then it just crashed from there. So let's see where this is at right now. All right, we're gonna reduce a little bit of this position size here for SMH in just a second. But I think we'll hold it for 5 more minutes because this still looks really good. The candle looks really good. I really like this 5 minute candle. Let's hold on to it for now. There's some good volume. SanDisk moving up. Let's see, Tesla stuck below 300. That's interesting. All right, SMH is pulling. Let's pull up MU, Micron, one of the biggest holdings in SMH. Ooh, very bullish 5 minute candle, meaning we'll hold into this position for SMH right now. We're gonna hold into this position because MU is so bullish. Let's look at TSM, another big holding inside of the SMH ETF. Not as nice, but the second to last 5 minute candle was pretty good. So we'll stick to that. Let's check our live board. Meta down 8.5%. I've been looking for a Meta trade. So why don't we get out of SMH and get into Meta? Hold on. Where's Meta? Because glasses are going to be huge soon. Tesla and Meta are what I'm watching. Oh my gosh, I might want to get into Meta. This is beautiful. Inverse head and shoulder. Classic inverse head and shoulder. Okay, let's let this SMH pull up a little bit and fulfill that 5 minute candle, and I think we'll jump into Meta. What else do we have on the board? What fades do we have on the board? We've got Microsoft ARM, Qualcomm. Let's see, did Claude fix this? Hey Claude, please make sure that the stream has a centered logo and there's a little bit of an overlap with the beta sign. Let's get that removed as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Claude. All right, back to the board. What do we got? Our Algo, I'm at 75% win rate. Beautiful. Good to have you guys on the live stream. Who do we have on the live stream? Are y'all hopping into this trade with me or what? Okay, SMH is pulling back. Or is that SanDisk pulling back? That's SMH or SanDisk? I don't mind SanDisk pulling back. I don't want SMH to pull back because we got such a large allocation there. Let's see what the board looks like. Guys, Fade.Market, way better, right? Fade Market. Fade Market's a pretty sick brand. It's like Poly Market, but Fade Market. We catch fades. That's gonna be the official brand. Okay, where's SMH at? All right, let's pull up SMH. We gotta be strategic here. I have a feeling SMH is gonna pull. It's usually lagging behind all of the others. Let's pull up MU. Are we seeing strength with MU? I mean, that 5 was so bullish. Current 5-minute candle hasn't breached the previous candle low. So that's a very good sign for the ETF as well. MU will pull that ETF up. If you guys haven't already, go sign up to Fade Market. Fade Market's like Poly Market, except instead of the prediction market, this is the Fade Market. What's Fades? Fades is a historic old trading strategy. It's one of the most powerful trading strategies in the world, if you don't know what a fade is. And so, check this out. I'll show you guys something interesting here. If you guys want to learn more about what I'm talking about when I say the fade, I'll show you something really interesting here. Let's just pull up this right here. So check this out. This is how it's gonna look. This is Fade Market, right? Trade the fade. And what is a fade? Extreme move signals graded A to F on a public record with an AI trading coach built in. So that's what we've been doing this whole time on these live streams. That's why we've been so successful. We've just been fading. It's a strategy that's been around. It's one of my favorite strategies. It's the way that I won my trading competition, #1 as a #1 trader. And I traded the least amount. I was in trades for the least amount of time, and I made the most amount of money. And it was using the fade strategy. So fade.market, or go to fademarkets.com, and you guys can sign up for free while it's open until the end of this month. But that's the whole concept of fade. What do you guys think? Do you guys like that better? I have something interesting for you guys. Let me actually update this. So we're waiting on this 5-minute. Okay, this is not good for MU. The 5 minutes pulling back a little bit, but we still got bullish candle structure. So we're gonna hold on at SMH for now because I think we'll be fine. Coming to you live from Southern California, baby. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to have Claude update this screen that you guys are seeing right now. Let's interact with it, update here. I'm trying to get that text on the top to stop overlapping, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna ruin the stream for that text. So let's just continue to watch this position. What's SMH doing now? It's pulling back a little bit? No, I don't mind Sandus pulling back. Let Sandus pull back because my biggest allocation is in SMH. I'm looking for a pull. I'm looking for a break above 510 for SMH. Let's see where we can get. So far, so good. Bullish candle structure. I'm liking what I'm seeing with SMH. I will reduce position size on SMH if we start pulling back. And I say that because I think I overextended my position size. I don't like the entry. My entry right now is sitting at 503.95. I'd like to get under 500 if I can. And if we start pulling back, I'm willing to pull out of the position. Just because when you're on 20x leverage, you got to be careful. Market Architect says, I'm on a similar project building an automation. Through what platform are you using the automation? I'm not sure what you're asking, but Claude Code is what I use for everything. Divinity said, how long have you been day trading? Well, I've been live streaming on YouTube every single day for 5 years since 2017, and then I stopped after just making too much money trading, and then now I'm back with our new platform, Fade Market. And so that's my story, Divinity. So it's been over a decade. And Robert Hilmer, my coach, he started Infinite Prosperity. He was one of my mentors. He unfortunately passed away when he was 24 from cancer. And he was my mentor in trading. So he taught me the stock market. I got into Bitcoin because I saw Bitcoin was like moving up and down just like the stock market. And I'm like, wait, I can trade this in 2016, 2017. I started making videos about Bitcoin every single day, trading live. And then I traded live every single day from 2017 to 2021, sold my company. And then now it's 2026. I'm back with this new platform, Fade Market. And you can see we're using the Fade strategy, an age-old Fade or trading principle and strategy that's been around for a very long time. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys how long this strategy has been around as this trade starts to mature, because we have a $62,000 allocation right now on SMH. And I'm telling you guys, our platform has nothing, Polymarket is nothing against Fade Market. And I'm gonna explain that to you guys and how our probabilities are a lot higher, and it's way easier to make money on Fade Market than it is to make money on Polymarket. But we'll talk about that in just a second. John said, great job with the rebrand, looks super sick. Yep, this is gonna be a huge play. All right, SMH is moving. We're up 6.7%. SanDisk is up 20+%. I want to get a better position on SMH, but there's a gap between 509 and 510, so I'm assuming we're going there right now, right? That's where it looks like we're going. What's the board at? If it starts pulling back, I'm out of that position. Let's see what we've got here. On our live board, Meta. Okay, we're trying to get our Meta position, right? Let's watch Meta really quick. I'm telling you guys, those glasses are going to be a huge hit. It's just pulling up. It's moving up and up and up, man. See, that's the most latest fade on the board right now. I guess after earnings, they just dumped, huh? But I'm okay with that. Guys, you got to understand what's coming next. Robots are coming next, and then after robots, we're going to see the nanotechnology, but before that, we're going to see glasses, and Meta is going to be a leader in that. If you guys didn't realize, they just took their partnership with Ray-Ban and threw it down the drain, and now they started producing their own glasses. So let me show you guys something really interesting. This is going to really explain to you the method, so you guys can learn and trade yourself and make money, just like we are here on the live stream. So check this out. I'm gonna show you guys this right now. Give me 1 second. Let me open this up for you. All right. So look at this. We're gonna pull up window capture, properties, and we'll open up Claude. And through Claude, I'm gonna show you guys the whole concept here of what we're doing. We're gonna fit to screen on properties, transform, fit to screen, and let me show you we're live. All right, so trade the fade, extreme moves, signals, and AI trading coach, right? So let's go through this. What is a fade? A fade is a graded trade against a market overreaction. It carries a grade, an entry, a target, and a stop. If it does not meet the definition, it is not a fade. Prediction markets list predictions, we list fades. Does that make sense? Are you guys with me so far? So understand this. A fade is an actual trading principle. Go on Google and type in fade trading, and you're gonna see videos upon research studies about the trading principle of fades. This is the principle that I use to win #1 in a trading competition all across of Europe and finalized that in Dubai, which was the finals. Using this strategy, we beat every other trader in that competition. Therefore, this strategy is #1. So let's continue on. Markets overreact, everyone gets graded. So this isn't just signals. A crowd panics and shoves price far past anything that actually changed, and that overshoot is the alert. That's why if you look at our live trade, we're up, right? Because we are trading the fade. That's how the money is being made. And this is directly connected to Hyperliquid. Fade market does not hold custody of any funds. Everything is through your own wallet, right? So this is the future of trading, guys. Let's start taking profits on this. Where's SMH at? I want to move into Meta in just a second, but we haven't seen the full fulfillment of this 5-minute bullish candle, but now SNDK is looking bullish. Let's pull up SMH really quick. Where are we at here? Remember to like the live stream if you guys enjoy this and if it helps you out, and sign up to Fade Market. Okay, we're pulling back just a little bit on SMH, but that's fine. No, we're going back up. That's good. We're gonna hold on, and we're gonna hold on strong. Let's pull up MU really quick. See where Micron, one of the biggest holdings in SMH's ETF. Let's pull up TSM, make sure we're in good territory. Nothing's pulling back. TSM is positive. All 5-minute candles are bullish. Pull back SMH. I want to get into Meta, but let's make some more money here, and then we'll get into Meta, and we'll get back to our presentation. So markets overreact, everyone gets graded. That's what we have. This is the visual of what I'm talking about. So how far past normal is it? Now, does this mean like, hey, I'm just gonna go and filter for the most volatile assets every single day and I have my own fade market? No, because we have a very intricate algorithm. You guys know how intricate our algorithm is. We're looking at size, volume, we're looking at quality, level, price action. Guys, this is a decade of trading. #1 trader in the world going into this brain, creating this alert for you. It's not just like every single trade. There's a lot of parameters. I'll give you an example. One parameter is if the move is attached to price and news, then we're not going to put that alert out. Why? Because if you look at studies, any move that's attached to news sees a continuation. When there are moves that are not attached to news, they're just random news, that causes the move. Those moves typically are great reversals. So that's an example of how the algorithm will grade a trade, grade a fade. So as we continue further, let's look at the algorithm checks all four. A big move, real level, stretched on volume, right? So it's not just a big move. You guys with me so far? Making sense? What do we got on the chat? Brandon and A. Klossmurph on the chat. Good to have y'all. Remember to get on Fade Market, fademarkets.com or fade.market or fademarket.ai or fademarket.io. We've got it all. So get on there. The algorithm. There's the algorithm. So let's continue forward. A to F. Most moves fail. A is a table pounder. B is a strong move. C is a playable move. D is a little bit weak. F means there's no setup. The rules that keep you alive. Never fade a new all-time high. Never fade a stock rally. Stocks are in the fade on flushes down, right? You don't want to be shorting the greatest market on earth that only goes up. Never fade a collapse. Past roughly a third in a day, it is a crash, a rug, or a delisting. This is a knife, not an overreaction. Ranked against each name's own normal range. A 4% day is enormous for one name and routine for another. So raw percentages rank nothing. Every candidate is measured against its own band and the board shows you what is heating up. Does this make sense, guys? And you have to understand this. When a move is being graded, every single month, we're recalibrating the algorithm for every single asset because assets go through cycles. So there are times where Bitcoin is more volatile than other times, or there are times that SanDisk is more volatile than other times, or NVIDIA is more volatile than other times. That's how we're making this money, boys and girls. So does that make sense? 284 fades resolved, 110 losses on the record. The losses stay up, a record with the losses removed. So everything is transparent. If you guys go to the app, go into settings, under algorithm, you can see our win rate, right? And our win rate is always crushing it. An AI trading coach, as a matter of fact, we're trying to get the AI to beat me in trading now. So an AI trading coach that reads your trades. The board grades the market, the coach grades your habits, adding it to losers, moving stops, revenge trading after a red one, holding losers longer than winners. It talks you out of bad trades, and that is the most valuable thing it does. So there's nothing else like that, right? There's nothing else like an AI trading coach. Tell me when you've ever seen an AI trading coach. 40 years of published research. The Day Bondit and Thaler 1985 study, markets overreact and extremes revert. Campbell, Grossman, Wang 1993, reversals are strongest on heavy volume. Moves without real news revert, moves with news drift. You guys see, this comes from proven research. This strategy helped me win #1 in a trading competition multiple times. And therefore, that's what we're using here with Fade Market, the #1 most revolutionary platform in the world. So trade the Fade, 10,000 paper account, live board in the coach, no card, no risk. Get on there, fade.market. Let's check out our live trades, guys. We're gonna reposition ourselves in just a second. I wanna get into Meta. Things still look very bullish. Meta looks bullish. SMH looks bullish. Let's just let it ride up. Let's let it ride up a little bit further. And we will start taking profits in just a second. AZTV said, interesting. Yeah, I'll check it out later. Show your AI placing the trades in the transactions sheet. Yeah, we can do that for sure. Here, I'll show you. Watch this. So we can actually go here and interact with the live board to turn it into the app. So I'm gonna show you guys the exact app, but just mind you, you're not gonna see the live trade, boom. So this is the board. You're gonna see here in just a second. This is gonna transform, 1 second. There's the app. All right, so what do you wanna see? You wanted to see a record? I mean, I don't know about a record, but here, so here's a live trade. This is my account connected to Hyperliquid. So you can see SMH. With a stop, I can move my stop to break even with a touch of a button, which is really cool. I can move my stops with a touch of a button, add to the position. I've got, it's a very intricate platform, guys. I don't want to go so into it, but you know, what's really cool is it's meant for leverage. So you got stocks, you got crypto. You know, if you want to see the algorithm, the win rate, you can go into the settings and you can pull up the win rate. And for some reason, this doesn't scroll, so it's hard for me to show it. But you get the point. Let's pull up our live trades really quick. We're at 369. I've been seeing over the years, keep winning, bro. Thank you, AZTV. All right, we're still bullish on the 5 minute. Guys, once again, I have a $62,000 allocation in SMH, but then I only have a $7,000 allocation in SanDisk. SanDisk is up 24%. SMH is up 6.8%. I want to get a Meta position because they just had earnings and they dumped. And glasses are coming soon, which is going to be huge. And on top of the glasses, we have robotics with Tesla, which I'm trying to build a position with Tesla, but it's stuck under 300. So we're just gonna ride SMH up. And I think we're gonna go fill this gap at 209. We'll take some profits there and potentially reposition ourselves into Meta. I think that's the game plan. What do you guys think? I don't know. But what I do know is we can get some push-ups done here to keep ourselves energized. If you haven't already, Fade Market, fade.market, or Fade Markets with an S at the end.com, or fademarket.io, or fademarket.ai. Get on there and start trading the fade just like we are here. This is a proven trading strategy, and look how great it works. Every single live, we've been profitable, and it's not a surprise. I mean, guys, you don't just win trading competitions by luck, right? When you go on tour and you go to Amsterdam, you go to Munich, Germany, and you go to Paris and London, and you're trading in a competition, and then you do your finals in Dubai, and you beat every single trader all across Europe, all across the Middle East. That is not luck. That is skill. And I'm teaching that to you guys with Fade Market. Let's get on, baby. Let's make some money, guys. This is what AI was built for. It was built to make you money. And that's what we've built here. An AI that literally makes you money. I'm no developer, but I was able to build this. All right, SMH still looks bullish here. I want to get into Meta in just a second. Let's pull up Meta. All right, let's do a quick sweep. Let's look at Micron really quick, see our health of our trade. Looks good. Looks like it wants to push up. TSM is a big, big, big one. Let's look at TSM, looking fine. What else is inside of the SMH ETF? SMH ETF holding. NVIDIA's in there. How's NVIDIA doing? Let's check out NVIDIA. Very important one. NVIDIA does not look good. Okay, we might take some profits here on SMH. I might start cutting my position here for SMH. Because remember we said 5 minutes? NVIDIA's pulling back a little bit. I don't know, just give it a little bit more. I feel like SMH has a little more room to go. I don't even mind cutting that position at break even just because it's a $60,000 allocation. So it either rips or it doesn't, right? If it doesn't rip, I don't want anything to do with it. All right, let's check our TikTok stream. Where are we at on TikTok? 58 total. Nice. Oh, I forgot to rebrand the TikTok. Okay. Where are we at with this SMH trade? Sandus is pushing out big time. Everything looks like it's crashing back down. Should we take some profits off the table? Let's pull up Tesla. I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a good read on the market. How's Bitcoin doing? We're pulling back a little bit, guys. We got to be careful here. Okay, so SMH is back to the open from earlier. Okay, so then let's get out of that trade because we're not in immense profits there. It's going to pull back. I have a feeling it's going to pull back. SMH is going to pull back, guys. What do you guys think? Do we take it off? Tesla's pulling back. Do we get out or not, guys? Tell me on the chat. Come on. I'm just kidding. All right, here. Do we get in or do we get out? All right, we're going to hold. Here. Let's see. Sandus is the same amount of profits as the other one. Okay. Let's see where we're at. I think we take the rip. We take the rip for what it is, and we hold Sandisk, and we re-enter into Meta. I think that's the play, guys. Why don't we get out and get into Meta? Let's get into Meta. I don't know. SMH is sketching me out a little bit. Let's pull MU up. Pull it back. I'm closing SMH. We can always get back in. Yeah, we can always get it back into SMH. That's not a big deal. We're gonna re-enter. Okay, let's get another position in, guys. We rode that one up. I just don't like where we're at with I don't like where we're at right now with some of these chip stuff. MU is not looking good. It's pulling back. It could very well pull back hard. And SMH wasn't really that fun. SanDisk was a lot funner than SMH. Let's see what we'll do with SanDisk. Maybe we'll do something here with SanDisk or Tesla. I still want to get into Meta. So we'll figure it out. What do you guys think? Let's look at the board. Microsoft's up 8.3% after earnings. Meta's down 7.6% after earnings. ARM is down 6%. Amazon's up 2.1. Look, for me, it's Meta. I want to get into Meta. I want to be long right now. What do you guys think on chat? I'm thinking it's Meta, guys. Meta looks the best right now. Let's build a position in Meta, or we can get back into SMH. I think SMH is going to pull back a little bit, and then we might even be able to get a better entry. Our entry was 508 for SMH, so if we can get a better entry than that, actually, no, our entry was just at like 503, which it's at 505 right now, and it did pull back all the way down to 503.66. So I'm thinking we hold. Let's see. What do you guys think on chat? We'll have Claude help us out here. Silver's up 2.29%, so we're seeing flight of capital go to. All right. We're gonna hold on to this. Hopefully we get a better position here. SanDisk is pulling back hard, guys. Tesla's pulling back a bit. Should we cut Tesla here? What do we? It's a small allocation. I want to add into Tesla, to be honest. Let's. Why is SanDisk pulling back so hard? Let's look at SMH again. And remember, we were on 20x for SMH, so we had to be careful on that one. SMH might be pulling back. That may have been a great move, guys. May have been a good move that we got out. We'll get a better entry, don't worry. I kind of wanted to get out of that one for a second. Meta's pulling back. Let's look at MU. See, that's why it's pulling back. MU's pulling back hard. TSM's pulling back hard. So they want to dump. And I'm not surprised, guys. You gotta give yourself some room on days like this because it's super volatile. But this meta trade on the board is really getting me. What's on the board? Hype USDT? Where's Hype at? Oh, Hype is looking good. Hold on. Hype USDT? Guys, Hype USDT? Hype USDT. Look at it. And it's a long. Wait. Hype USDT. Why does it look like it's about to pump? It just dumped. Oh my god, we got to start a position on Hype, guys. We're trading on Hype, so we got to. Here, let's do here's what I like to do. I like touching water. So you go in with 1% allocation, and it's on the board, and then you go from there. You start adding to those positions. So we just added Hype to the board. So we're gonna be trading on Hype. We're gonna go long on Hype. Oil's on the board, up 3.3. I don't want to short oil. Gold, short position, it's up 1.65. I'm good. Stocks, Meta. Meta, long position. That looks good. That looks really good. Okay. SMH is pulling back just like we said. Thank God we got out. And we didn't lose anything on that one. Guys, preservation of capital is just as important as increasing capital. Keep that in mind, right? Capital preservation. It's a very important mindset to have while trading. Preserve your capital. Something that drops 1,000 and then goes back to break even, that's a great time to get out because you were wrong, unfortunately, right? It dropped. The entry's not good. Get a better entry. Get out, especially on leverage. It's all about your entry on leverage. Your entry matters to the point where you could be off $1 and that's your liquidation. So when you're on leverage, every single part matters. Entry is so important. Okay, SMH is pulling back because TSM is pulling back. MU is probably going to be pulling back. Now we have small allocations across the board, which is what I want. Hype is already up 0.2%. We have exposure to Hype. I want to add into this Hype position. Hey, bro, I'm trying to get into trading with AI with Claude. Well, this is what we built here. It's called Fade Market. So what's very interesting about Fade Market, as I kind of went through earlier, is it allows you guys to make money through trading and AI. So I would highly recommend this, and then you don't even have to worry about building anything yourself. I took all of my blood, sweat, and tear to build this for you guys. You guys don't need anything else other than this. So I'll show you guys right now, right? What is Fade Market? Just like Holy Market. Guys, the strategy we're using is called a fade. It's a graded trade against the market overreaction. That's what Fade Market is. Markets overreact, and this is what we're trading right now. So if you guys want to trade as well with all of these alerts, it's fade.market, or go to fademarkets.com. You guys can have access to this AI trading coach, the most advanced AI trading coach platform in the world. So Jayani, make sure you get on it, fade.market, and you're not going to need anything else but that to trade using AI. And we're using the fade approach, which is the most effective trading approach in the world. And that's how I was able to win #1 in my trading competition. So we're looking to get this pullback. SMH is down. Thank God we got out of that, because now we're below where our entry was. So we would have been down on that. I saw that coming. So you guys are seeing live how we preserve capital, which is so important. But we're going to be re-entering a position here soon. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla's not pulling back as much as I wanted to. Meta is still, we're still waiting on it. Where's SanDisk at? Back testing 1,000? Okay. We might re-enter into SanDisk. We might increase exposure to SanDisk. Okay. So this is our Claude. Fade.market. All right, where are we at? Hype USDT up now 1%. We just got into that long position. Okay, guys, we're gonna get our platform live. So here's our new platform for those that don't know. I'm gonna share this with you guys. Please don't share this with anybody. I'm gonna show you guys right now while we're looking to enter into another trade. So this is essentially our platform. For those that are asking about the AI, so this is our new platform right here. So this is essentially like, I mean, here's the easiest way to look at this, guys. Look at Polymarket. You guys know Polymarket, right? It's a prediction platform. We're gonna be the same thing, but you're taking fades, right? What are fades? It's exactly what we're trading right now. These are all fades. What you see on the board. Look, we have another one, BCH, down 3.2%. Let's check that out real quick. Or maybe we get into BCH. That's a new fade on the board. Let's check the board. And guys, look, there's an app for this. So it makes it so simple to have this app, and all your fades are here. And so like if I want to look at Meta, I'm looking to build a position here on Meta. I can see the news, I can see all of it here. Guys, it's the greatest trading platform in the world. I'm telling you, look. So we're gonna get this live. Right now it's not working. So we'll do this together on Claude. I'm gonna show you guys how you can build something like this. But like when I click unlock the board, it takes me to the app. So I want to change that. So let me change that. We're gonna ask Claude how to do that. But let's watch our live trade in the meantime. All right. So we'll pull up Claude here. So you can see I'm working on it right now. 40 minutes for the full workflow. It's in the diagnostic phase now. But you're on stream, so let me ship the worst part now. The hero picking a lock row. The hero fix is live now. Refresh fade.market. Your flagship slot now shows a real complete fade instead of dots. The full board fix about 30 to 40 more minutes. It's mid-diagnosis based on tonight's agent. Okay, I'm gonna say, hey Claude, how is this gonna look with the funnel copyright and everything that we have set up for the funnel? All right, guys, Claude is gonna be on a mission while we're trading. So you guys see how this works? So you have AI, this technology. You have trading. It's been around for decades and decades and decades. You take this new technology, you take knowledge that's been around for decades and decades and decades, and you combine them. And that's what fade market is. You take the AI and the predictions, you take a proven strategy, and you make all of it seamlessly easy for somebody to understand and use. And here's why this is better than any Claude automated algorithm. Because the biggest weak point of any algorithm is the fact that there's no human aspect to it. And so there's no unknown variable. Everything is mathematics, which can be reverse engineered. Everything is in another brain that can be reverse engineered. When you use fade market, you have to be the human decision to make the trade. If you don't make the trade, you don't want the setup, that's your decision. And AI can't predict that. So the human element, in my opinion, is what makes us so successful at trading. We're combining, we're letting AI take us literally to the finish line, and then all we have to do is take that one step to finish the race. Does that make sense? So that's the best way, in my opinion, to use AI for trading, is to allow it to take you all the way to the end step of, instead of doing all of the research, going through all the correlated assets, doing the market day research, all of this stuff, you let it do all of that, take you right to the end point, and before you cross that finish line, you say, all right, well, now we can shut the AI off. Let me make the decision on whether I want to cross this finish line with my money or not. And that's how you can trust your money being in something like this, because you know, okay, number one, I have full custody of my assets because it's hyperliquid, the number one decentralized platform in the world. But on top of that, not only that, I'm the one making the trading decision at the end of the day. And it's only as simple as logging into the app anytime you want, and there's a setup there waiting for you. Sandus is pulling back up. Let's look at SMH. Maybe we should have held SMH. I don't know. It's like flirting with our entry, which tends to happen. I still think we're going to pull back a little bit because, I mean, Sandus did tap its 200-day moving average, but do you guys really think that that's the bottom? I don't think so. All right. Okay, Sandus is moving up. Hype is up 1.5%. I want to get into Meta or I want to get into something else. Come on. What's on the board? We'll check out BCH in just a second. Let's look at MU. Okay, TSM. All right, so maybe we got shook out on that SMH, but it's all good. I didn't like the entry anyways. I wouldn't go to sleep with that entry. So we're gonna wait here in just a second. I'm thinking what the move is we get back into SMH with a smaller allocation, and then we just start building that position up. But I don't want to get in right now, just because I feel like we're early. And overnight, there might be a little bit more action. But it does look like we're about to move further up across the board. Let's check every other asset. WDC already just formed a little high. Let's look at Tesla. Yeah, everything's moving up just slightly. Where's SanDisk at? Okay, that looks bullish. That looks like a bull flag, guys. I think we're going in. But maybe we were also right. Who knows? This thing could continue further down. And if it does, we're going to be in a really good position. Look, it rips, and we'll take the Micron to the moon. It dumps, we'll get out and re-enter. I mean, at least that hype came in, but we're in such a small allocation. Yeah, I really want to get into Meta. Meta's pumping. I knew it. It's pumping. SanDisk. Where's NVIDIA at? Bloom Energy. Looks like a double bottom on Bloom. Alright, our AI is currently getting the website up and running for us, so we'll have our Fade Market website up and running. And once again, guys, just like you have a prediction market on Poly Market, you've got Fade Market where you trade fades. So that's all we trade is fades. So look, now we're pushing up now with SanDisk. I think that puts the account at 20 break even. So I might take profits on SanDisk. I know you might ask why, but why not? If we see a pullback across the board, it would have been a great decision, right? Here, let's pull up SMH really quick. See, SMH is pulling back to the upside. Maybe we should have held. But it's okay. We'll get some new positions. Like we entered hype on the live stream. Okay, SMH just pull it up big time. SanDisk is pulling back. SMH is going up. But is it really? It's so laggy on Hyperliquid. Let's pull up MU. MU's down. What do you mean? TSM? Down. SMH will go down too then. Yep, just did. Coming to you live from Southern California. Why is the algo screwed up? Maybe because we switched. 1 second. Hey Claude, why is the algo competition screen not working properly? It's reflecting my win rate, but it's not reflecting the win rate of the algo. Should I do a series on YouTube of specifically, I mean, why build another algo if we have fade market? We don't need another one. This is all we need. Guys, literally, you don't understand. Like, my screen time, I'm on this app more than anything on my phone. There's nothing else on my phone that I'm on more than fade market. Because I'm literally making money. It's the only thing making me money on my phone like that. Literally, you guys have been seeing me grow the account. I mean, I grew it from 8K to 19K already on live stream. Live, everything. And what are we at? 75% win rate? Not bad. Okay, let's pull this up. Screen time. Show you guys. So, look at this. I go to my screen time. What's number one on my screen time? HowToTradeAI.com, which is the previous brand of Fade Market. Sorry that you see me bouncing because I'm on a machine that bounces you. All right, let's see. We got Tesla on the board. Looking to re-enter Tesla, bigger allocation. None of my allocations are legit right now. All these allocations are too small, guys. This is just tapping water. We got rid of our $60,000 allocation in SMH. But maybe we'll get back in. Hype USDT, we got in pretty much at the top here. I think I might want to get out of this position just because I don't like the entry. As a matter of fact, I might just get out of all these positions. Let's get the account value over 20 grand and then get out of all of our positions and then re-evaluate our lives together. I'm just kidding. No, but really, because look, watch. I created this close all button on the app, close all, for situations like that where you just hate your entries and you get frustrated and you're just like, I want to close it all out. So that's how you close it all out. Fade.market, guys, get on. Guys, I'm gonna switch away from Claude and show you how this looks. Look how sick this looks now. This is our new platform. So it's gonna be essentially, instead of poly market and a prediction market, it's a fade market. So if you guys don't know, this is an actual trading method, the fade trading method. Like if you go and you type in fade trading method, it's an age-old principle that's been around for a long time. A fade trading method is a contrarian strategy where you trade against the prevailing market trend or immediate price spike, buying when prices fall and short when prices rise. So understand this, what we've created is a fade algorithm. That's what fade market is. It's the best algorithm, and if not the only algorithm for fades. And that's what this is. You can see 113 different stocks, 33 different cryptocurrencies, and 7 different commodities that go through this. And that's where this concept is now finally matured into its final form, which is now fade market. I am so excited to turn this into a $1 billion company and go public, just like Polymarket, because we've already built it. It's all here. And right now, the Claude, what we're working on is to get this desktop version up and running. Right now, if you click anything here, it takes you straight to the app. So that's not what we want. The app is done. The app has been done. The app is amazing. And it's so cool. Like, it's literally the coolest thing ever. So, anyways. Any questions, let me know. Okay, so we're trying to re-enter some positions. Where's SMH at? It's literally just doing nothing. So we got out when the momentum was slow, but the 5 minute looks bullish. Let's pull up TSM real quick. TSM pulling back a little bit. Nvidia pulling back. What else do we have? MU pulling back. So SMH just has to pull back, right? Meta, where's Meta at now? It keeps pushing up. I'm not gonna get in. Tesla. It's in at the top. Where's SanDisk at? I'll add it to my SanDisk under $1,000. Nothing's moving. So that's what fade market is. Pretty cool. You know what we can go through together? We can do this. Let's go through my quant trading report. We had a closing day after close report. Oh no, it never got sent. Let me ask my quant where the after close report is. 1 second, guys. It should be coming here soon. Okay, we'll review our content report first, and then we'll go through our other report. So let me pull this up for you guys. It's gonna be this one right here. All right, you guys see this? Let's go through it. So viral news, pre-market. Hottest, Fed decision day, right? Hold expected, Kospi's historic back-to-back. When was this one written? 2:05 p.m., right during the FOMC. So it didn't catch the FOMC. I know the closing report will. So maybe we wait for that. But we can go through the rest of this report just to see what's on it. But here, let's pull it up. So the machine that just wiped $1 trillion off big tech isn't AI. That was one of the news stories for today. Let's see here. It's a Chinese lithography box. SK Hynix down 14.7%. Record Q2 results still missed consensus, triggering Kospi's, which is Korean's stock exchange, second straight circuit breaker. The memory AI trade unwinding hard. So what does that mean, guys? Here's what this means. Just like what happened during COVID, where we saw circuit breakers. That was the only last time that we've seen circuit breakers, right? When the market drops so fast with so much volatility, they have to halt trading. It's happened 2 consecutive days in a row right now in Korea. Is Korea a big stock market? No, it's actually one of the smallest. It's not that significant, right? The biggest is the S&P 500. Then you have the Euro 100. And then you have the Nikkei 225, which is Japan. Then you have the CSI 300, which is China. And so South Korea is like far, far away in terms of significance, but it's food for thought. That's why sometimes the US market just avoids it, doesn't even care about it, because oftentimes it's just such a small market. So is this breaking news? No, but here's where you have to pay attention. Most of their stock market is in the sector that's holding up the S&P 500 right now, because 40% of the S&P 500 is AI stocks, or relevant to AI, or have some sort of correlation to AI. And so that's what the real news is. It's the fact that this is the pure, like the South Korean stock market, all it is AI and Samsung and like one other company. It's like 2 companies make up 60% of that market. They've been shorting the shit out of it. And so that's been the issue. You guys get it? So Samsung down 13%, dragged down in the same Korean chip sell-off, right? So Fed decides today, market split. All right, this was updated literally during the freaking FOMC, so it didn't update that. Global chip route. Kospi fires back-to-back circuit breakers for the first time ever. So first time ever. Morgan Stanley's launches ETF and SOL staking ETPs. Iran's surprise strikes on U.S. assets push Brent back over 90. Isn't it a coincidence? Right during the FOMC, oil spiked 8%. So today, I texted my buddy in Puerto Rico, who's a professional trader, and I said, hey, look, it was like 3:30 p.m. Stock market was about to close. FOMC just happened. And what happened initially after the FOMC? We saw a market pump. Everybody thought we were going to pump. I texted him. I said, this is hilarious. We're about to literally reverse. Oil's up 8%. And that's why, in my opinion, we saw a reversal immediately. Now we're buying that dip, right? And that's where our live trades are at right now. Let's quickly look at the board and make sure we're not missing out on any trades here. Give me 1 second. SanDisk is pulling back. We might get another entry on there. SMH seems like maybe it was a good decision to get out of there because it's been stagnant ever since. MU, which determines the fate of SMH, also pulling back right now. Let's look at WDC, another big one in the sector, kind of holding its highs right now. Tesla down below 300 and now trying to get back above 300 at 297. Let's look at Hype USDT, one of the only cryptocurrencies moving right now. We just took a long position on the live stream, moving up further. We're already up, let's see, 3.9%, about to be 4% on that trade here. Hype USD, that was a new fade that came on during our live stream. If you haven't already, guys, fade.market, download it now. It's free until the end of the month, and then I'm closing signups. Download it if you want these alerts. You get the exact same alerts, the exact same platform. What you're seeing in front of you right now is what you have access to, right? So let's continue further and talk about what's happening in the market. So crypto's doing pretty good. Crypto's a good sign. I like to look at Bitcoin to just see the stability of the market. So let's look at TSM, another big one in SMH. Also actually pulling up. So SMH still has the potential. It's like some things are pulling SMH down, some things are pulling it up. So let's continue further, guys, and look at our news report for today. Paul Atkins pushes the Clarity Act to split SEC and CFTC crypto oversight. So that's pushed back. AI and agents news. 1,100 employees at OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and Meta petition Washington to pace the frontier, right? So they're looking for regulation. The same thing happened in the crypto world. OpenAI's rogue agent escaped its test sandbox and breached Hugging Face using 4 account credentials. Okay, that's a little kind of crazy. Sierra buys Oasis Security for $1 billion to lock down AI agent identities. That's really interesting. The data security firm's third acquisition this year is an explicit bet that AI agents are a new, serious attack surface and that managing their identities and permission is now mission critical, relevant to every solo builder giving an AI agent. Let's check our live trade up. SanDisk up 20%. Hype, we just took that trade on the live stream, up 3%. Let's look at our live board. Microsoft just hopped above Meta. I'm looking for a Meta position right now, but it's pushing up. I don't want to get it while it's up and expensive. Hype is the only one on the board right now that looks appetizing to me. Amazon's up for a short. I don't want to short Amazon. It's a great company. Let's continue on with our news analysis. So what we have here is Moonshot AI open sources Kimi K3, a $2.8 trillion pyramidal model for free. The full open weight's tuned for coding. Okay, cool. I thought that was like old news. Tech and hardware breakthroughs. China begins mass production of homegrown DUV lithography machines. So guys, remember ASML, the only company that essentially can produce the machines that produces the chips. The whole thing that's happening, this panic, is because ASML was supposed to be the only company to be able to do this. Now China's saying, hey, we're going to be able to do it too. And that reduces cost, brings the whole industry down, changes all of the numbers, right? So that's what's happening. Agility Robotics takes its digit humanoid public via SPAC. That's so funny. I have a deal on the table right now. A buddy of mine called me. He's like, hey, we are building a humanoid. I need human data. Do you have a factory of 600 people that can wear Meta glasses and for us to train on their hand data for the next week? So this humanoid thing is coming right around the corner. That's why we're trying to get into a Tesla position as soon as possible. As a matter of fact, we are long Tesla right now, and I'm looking to add it in this position, but it looks like it's frozen under 300 right now. I don't know why, but it is after hours. We can't blame it. NVIDIA weighs a $250 billion financing guarantee tied to OpenAI's Ohio data center. That was a little bit of older news. Self-improvement, discipline is being framed as the rarest competitive advantage of 2026. Better habits build better systems. Beautiful. Business and entrepreneurship. Founders are treating outside capital as optional and delaying raises. All right, interesting stuff. Market insights. The AI trade just split in two, and the hardware half is cracking first. Beautiful. All right, well, that's your content report for the day. Let's continue on with our live trades. once again, if we get that account position size to 20,000 break even, I might just close out these positions and then re-enter and rethink what I want to do here, because we're not seeing as much momentum as I'd like. I don't want to be sitting here on live for hours waiting for moves, right? SMH is frozen and stagnant. Everything is like stagnant right now. So in that case, I mean, we might as well take some profits here soon, huh? What do you guys think? All right, I think our quant just sent us our closing day report. So that's coming here soon. As soon as that comes in, we can go through that, and then maybe we'll see whether or not the market gives us anything, and then if not, we'll wrap up. Fade.market. What do you guys think about the new brand? Now, the part I won't ship without your call. Fixing the clobber means the page starts publicly printing 61.7 next to your 75. Two problems with that. Your own standing rule bans win rate claims on any public service. Slash algo is public. The 75% is already live. More importantly, algo is expectancy. Yeah, we can use the algo's win rate as that win rate. Just, I mean, let's just assume the algo takes every setup, and that could be its win rate against mine. Is that fair, guys? Any objection to that? I think that's fair. So we'll have the algo, because we're trying to see if it can beat me, right? So we'll just have it count all the trades that it sets up. Because then at some point, when we want to automate it, we just tell it to take all the trades that it set up. And based on the grade, position allocation properly on what makes the most sense. Okay, we're waiting for this after close. Ben's said, what's the difference between premium and free? So pretty much, long story short, premium gets live alerts. Free, it's 15 minutes delayed because the alerts are key, right? Super important. And here, I'll show you guys something. When you get an alert, this is how it looks. So essentially, you'll see it here, and you'll see not only the alert, but you'll see how much it's moved since the alert. So you can see this one was a long, it's moved 1.9% since the alert. So you know that it's not in as good of a position. So for premium, you get access to stocks. Free only gets access to crypto. And then you only have 3 credits for your AI trading coach with free every single day. With premium, you have 250 credits every single day. And the reason for the AI coach is if you're disciplined like I am and you're above 50, your discipline score, which means that you're doing good things in your trading, even with bad, look, I've made bad decisions, but I'm doing more good decisions than bad decisions. You can see a correlation. I see a correlation between my discipline score and my profits. As long as my discipline score is high, my profits are there, right? And then you have all the asks for the AI. Then you have the whole course as well, the fundamentals of what this is, right? What is the fade strategy from the get-go? So that's what this is all about. So that's the difference between paid. Let's check out our live trades. I'm about to close these out here in just a second, just because I want to reposition myself a little bit, get the account above 20 grand, and then we'll be good. Let's see here. See 1.7%. Okay, so that's updated. Hey Claude, do we have Algo page, a new Algo page for the new branding? Also, Claude, my header is not being sized properly, and I need to fix that. This is a design bug. It says real money, real size, or whatever beta on top of the logo. It shouldn't be there. The logo should be separate, and then everything else is on the left side of it. There shouldn't be text overlapping each other. Move anything into open space text on the banner. Why are the markets dead? I was trying to get back into an SMH position. I was trying to really do some stuff. Now it's just dead. Meta's still on the board. So what do you guys think about the rebrand? Once again, we did a full rebrand to Fade Market. So the same way you go to Poly Market for predictions, you go to Fade Market for fades. What are fades? The #1 trading strategy in the world, the easiest way to trade, especially if you don't have much capital because you can use high leverage with fade. That's the key. That's the secret. That's the hack. Okay, we're gonna wrap up here soon because this thing is just staying stagnant. Remember, guys, fade.market. If you haven't already, sign up to fade.market. You can get these predictions yourself. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to today's stream. I will see you guys when I see you. It looks like market activity died down a bit. Totally fair. Tomorrow we have Apple earnings, I believe. And so that's going to be like the final cap to a monumental week. So this was a very much expected time here. The FOMC meeting was something that we were all looking forward to. And with that being said, I'm so